Hi children, I've come with another book of Oliver Jefffer, that is Incredible Book-Eating Boy. Henry loved books, but not like you and I love books. No, not quite. Then how come he loves book? In which way? Let's find out. The Incredible Book-Eating Boy. Henry loved books, but not like you and I love books. No, not quite. Henry loved to eat books. Oh, it all began quite by mistake one afternoon when he wasn't paying attention. He wasn't sure at first and tried eating a single word just to test. Next, he tried a whole sentence and then the whole page. Yes, Henry definitely liked them. By Wednesday, he had eaten a whole book. And by the end of the month, he could eat a whole book in one go. Henry loved eating all sorts of books. Storybooks, dictionaries, atlases, joke books, books of facts, and even Max books. But red ones were his favorite, and he was going through them at a furious rate. But here's the best bit. The more he ate, the smarter he got. See, the book goes in, the information goes to the brain getting bigger, belly gets full. He ate a book about goldfish and then he knew what to feed Ginger. Before long, he could do his father's crossword in the newspaper. He gave answer, momental, and was even smarter than his teacher in the school. Henry loved being smart. He thought that if he kept going, he might even become the smartest person on the earth. See, he's imagining. So he kept eating books. And he kept getting smarter and smarter. He even went to the quiz show. And smarter. He went from eating books whole to eating them 3 or 4 at a time. Books about anything. Henry wasn't fussy. And he wanted to know it all. But then things started going not quite as so well. See, while sleeping, he was imagining, I'm going to eat you. In fact, they started going very, very wrong. Henry was eating too many books and too quickly at that. Bite, chew, 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 gulp, green, greener, greenest, book. He was beginning to feel a little ill. An Irish word for ejecting the content of your stomach is called book. But here is the best bit. But here is the worst bit. He started to say it, everything wrong. 6 plus 2 is equal to 3, which is wrong. Everything he was learning was getting mixed up. 2 plus 6 is equal to elephant, he was saying. He didn't have time to digest it properly. It became quite embarrassing for him to speak. He was blabbering. Suddenly, Henry didn't feel very smart at all. More than one person told him he should stop eating books. His dad said no more books. His doctor said your head and belly can't cope. The book said besides it means no one else can enjoy them. And a seller is saying you owe a total of. So Henry gave up eating books and sat sadly for a long time. What was he to do? Then, after a while, and almost by accident, Henry picked up a half eaten book from the floor. But instead of putting it in his mouth, Henry opened it up and began to read. And it was so good. Henry discovered that he loved to read, and he thought that if he read enough, he might still become the smartest person on the earth. It would just take a bit longer. Now Henry reads all the time, although every now and then he eats broccoli. See? Okay, children, meet you in my next book.